Hello, friends. We have a very exciting restock. We've waited for these for a long time. I mean, if you haven't gotten a pair before, if you're new to LuLaRoe and don't know what these are, you are in for a treat. These are our Driven biker shorts. They have pockets. Okay, I'll go back and forth, so I'm going to move that. They have pockets. They are Lotus material. They're a little bit different Lotus than what we're used to. We have a new manufacturer. So this is going to be the way it is from now on. They are still super soft. They're not like the slinky feel from the non-Lotus, okay? So they are still super soft. They're still, they just don't have probably as much cotton feel. Yeah, they are soft. They're not a heathered. They're still stretchy, okay? They're still that same wonderful, soft, stretchy fabric that we're used to with Lotus. It just feels a little bit different. It feels a little softer, I think. And it's probably not, I think the other Lotus have been heathered before too. This is not. So it's kind of between the really slinky feel of the other ones in the Lotus, which is like that moisture wicking material. But it definitely feels more Lotus than it does the slinky. If I would pull a pair of these out of a package and I knew what the old Lotus felt like, I would say these are it. So soft, stretchy, okay? Let's talk a couple of the details, shall we? Huge, deep pockets down the side. Huge, deep pockets down the side. People say it's enough to fit a burrito in there, all right? You have a little pocket up in the front. Now, somebody said you could put your keys in there, your AirPod case in there, if you're working out in them. If you're just wearing these to walk around Disney or anything else, it'll fit a couple little mini candy bars. So you don't have to wear these to work out in, you guys. So that yoga waistband, huge deep pockets on the side, and Lotus. There's 5 colors this time. I'm going to go through the colors, then I'm going to talk about sizing. So there is a charcoal gray and a black. So you can see the difference there, okay? Charcoal gray and a black. There is a navy. See the difference there? I like comparing them. Navy. Then there are 2 blues. There is a turquoise, which is beautiful, and like a beautiful cornflower blue. That's what I have on with this Teresa. Look how stinking cute that matches. These shorts, you guys, we've been dying for them for years and they finally came out. So we were super excited. So turquoise, cornflower, charcoal gray, navy, and black. Sizing. There is more compression in these, okay? So there is more compression in this round of Driven than there were in the first round, which was several years ago. We all say our bodies have changed in several years since we released these. So there is definitely more compression. Do I feel like it is hugging? I mean, do I feel like it's cutting off my circulation? No. Do I feel like somebody described it as a hug across your belly? That's a really good way to describe it. I like things that kind of hold me in and make me feel more smooth through here. I like those things. So I wore a 2X in our last Lotus, in our last Driven, and these are a 2X. If you don't like the more compression, go up, okay? So if you're not liking it to be more compression, go up. You can tell because of my legs, you guys, these are still just a tad bit loose in my legs. I am very comfortable in the 2X. My Passionate pants that I have, the long yoga pants, are a 1X, but my Driven from last year are a 2X, and these are a 2X. Just depends on how you want them to fit. Like I said, if you don't want that little extra bit of compression, I don't know how, I was going to give it a percentage, but that's hard to do. If you don't want that extra compression, go up. If you're like, heck yeah, suck me in all the way around, right? Then stay with that true to your size that you had before. I feel like the size chart's pretty good. But if you don't want that more compression, or you're like, you said there's more compression, I don't want them to be any tighter than they are right now, then go up one. Okay? I really think you're going to be happy with either one. Like somebody said, they're not going to be loose. They have spandex in them. They're meant to be that tighter fitting. So they're not, none of them, even if you go up one, they're not going to be loose. They're not going to be a loose fitting. My problem is always my legs. So I always have to go a different size because of my legs. Now, I did put the 1X on, because sometimes I'm a 1X. I was a 1X in the Passionate Pants. I did put the 1X on. I had to shimmy them on, but when I got them on, they felt fine. They felt tighter around the middle, so they were tight, but they weren't cutting off any circulation in my legs. So I hope that helps with the sizing. They are $38, amazing price, 5 different colors, more compression in this round than the Driven we've had before. I think we've had 1 or 2 rounds of Driven. So if you have Driven in your closet and you're like, I just really like how these fit, these are perfect. If you want a little bit more compression, stick with that same size. If you're like, I don't want any more compression, then go up one. Okay, so a restock of the Driven, $38.